Who else loves Visorak? The big old bug dudes ready to fight the Toa. Sign me up! In today's video, I want to talk about what makes this set, Keelerak, so amazing. We're also going to highlight some of the different pieces that come in this set, and I'll show you how people use them in their own creations. That might give you a bit of inspiration. And then you better believe we're going to finish off with one of the coolest revamps of this set that I've ever seen. Let's check it out. There's just something nice about Keelerak. It feels like it's going back to the roots of Bionicle. You know, like the early 2001 sets, where the bad guys were literally just big old scary animals. The Toa had to fight off giant insects, or huge crabs, or weird tiger rahi. Which, by the way, this looks nothing like a tiger. I always thought they were big dinosaurs, or something like that. But a tiger or a bull? No, I don't see it. Anyway, I loved the charm of Toa versus giant creatures. Cause in later waves of Bionicle after 2001, they kinda stopped doing that. We got a lot of villain characters that were basically the same design with a few color changes, but they were way more humanoid. Nothing wrong with that, but that original charm was gone. So returning to animals, critters, and creatures? Heck yeah. It was a step in the right direction. Again, nothing wrong with the Rakshi and the Vaki, I love them. But I just like animals. Sue me. And Keelerak, well, I think he's really well made. Well, okay, every single Visorak was very well made. They were the exact same design, just with a different color scheme and different pieces for their pincers. But in my opinion, the green color scheme of Keelerak was the best color on any of the Visorak. The different shades of green, they evoke an essence of poison, venom, and danger. And that was the Visorak's thing. In the Bionicle story, they infected the Toa Metru with Hordika venom, and it mutated them into the Toa Hordika. And these colors reflect that quite well. Plus, I just like these pincers, the curvature of them, the shape that they have. It mimics the kind of horns, pincers, or spikes that you see on real-life beetles and bugs. And plus, if you push down on Keelerak's back, the pincers kind of snap together. Pretty sweet. LEGO just nailed this design. Oh, and of course, the Ratuka spinner play feature. Pull the ripcord like it's a frickin' blade, and then watch the spinner fly up into the air. So much fun. There's lots to love here, and lots of good pieces too. Let's see what we get, and how you can use them in your own MOCs. Keelerak comes with some lovely trans-red Bisorak eyes, and Donny V uses these pieces in a few different colours on a revamp of Umarak the Hunter. We see some in lime on these clawed feet, and there's also some in lime on this ribcage on the torso. And we've got even more on the lower and upper arms, except these ones are in dark red. Using these as like spiky decoration or skeletal features, I think that looks great. And imagine if you actually put these on in trans red and maybe changed up the color scheme a little bit. It would look like they're engulfed in flame, like they have some sort of elemental firepower that courses through their very body. That would be pretty cool. Bisorak eyes, man. Very helpful pieces in any color. A dark green Visorak body piece also comes with this set, and it does look pretty good. How else could it be used, other than the head and the torso of this set? Well, my friend Mitch Builds has used this on a large dragon that they've built, and they've placed this piece on the thigh. There's just something about this part that works incredibly well at recreating anatomy for creatures and characters. If you're building any kind of large-scale creature or character, use this piece for their limbs. It's gonna look so good. If you don't want to do that though, do what Doom District has done and get 2 of them and use them for some very interesting gauntlets on the arms. Isn't that nice? These look good as human anatomy or as armor. How brilliant. The set also includes one of these dark green double socket pieces. A builder called Matthew Vinipal, they use this on a MOC called Mean Green. If we zoom in on the hand design, we can see this piece right here. It connects some of the fingers onto either side of the hand. Yeah, this dark green piece is actually quite crucial for the construction of this design, so yeah, it's a surprisingly helpful piece. Keelerak also includes these Visorak foot elements. G. Bailey 46NA uses them on a version of Toa Nadiki. We see them here on the lower legs. It's quite nice actually. The shape and the kind of curved look of them, it kind of evokes qualities of a snake. And Nadiki as a character, he is a bit of a snake. I like that it looks good as armor and it fits their personality. It's a win-win. Additionally, you get some of these lime socket pieces. Now, these aren't the lime socket pieces that we get on Hully Murray. You know, the ones that break and snap and destroy themselves all the time. No, these ones are actually quite sturdy and strong. So if you want to be like Bob the Doctor 27 and you want to revamp Hully Murray, be sure to swap out some of her fragile lime joints and use these ones instead because they're way more robust, sturdy, and strong. That way, there'll be no sad faces, no tears, no broken pieces. And finally, Keelerak's fangs. How can they be used? Well, Follisk has revamped the Skull Scorpio set, and they've placed 2 of these pieces as the pincers on the top. Or I guess this is the stinger, or it's a pincer stinger, whatever it is, it looks really nice. Quite menacing. And that's how you can use some of Keelerak's parts. Now, let's check out an amazing revamp of this set. This is Keelerak the Jetstream by Bionicle. Look at this. A Titan-sized version of the set that decks it out with all kinds of technological enhancements and other goodies. This almost feels like an evolution of Keelerak. Like it's a Pokemon and it's reached level 36 and it's evolved. And this new form, it almost feels more reptilian or dragon-like, which I suppose is a bit of a departure from the original set. I always saw it as some kind of beetle or spider. But a new direction like this, I think, is extremely exciting. And also, it can lean over into a more creature or critter-like pose. MOCs that look good on 2 legs and on 4 legs? Well, that's a winner in my books. And look at these engines stemming out of the shoulders. The fact that they can kind of tuck themselves in and become jet boosters that allow it to run at fast speeds. Or they can kind of pop out, rotate, and become giant guns. That's amazing. It's also nice that the Visorak head and body piece, they totally work in this scale. You'd think it would look too small or too out of place given the drastic size change of the body. But no, it fits in well in this larger and more menacing silhouette. Also, check out these 2 Kongu masks as knee pads. It's quite a clever part use. You know, of course, this is the mask that comes on this brilliant set. Everything about this MOC is so good. Mate, there's a lot to love about Keelerak. Great set, great pieces. And how about all those MOCs that I showcased as well? All those builders are so talented. If you want to see some of the other stuff that they've built, check the links in the description below. You'll find their social media right there. Go and check it out. Anyway, thanks for watching guys, happy building, and bye for now.